You want me to lead off? You want me to lead off? Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Team Play Hard, Team Inspired Fitness Zoom call. Whoop, whoop, go Ducks. I hear the Ducks are a football team, so I really hope they win. I think that's called a touchdown or something. Saunders will not be happy with me at all. But seriously, thanks you guys for coming. We really appreciate it. So, you know, we like to start calls with quotes. I'm all about threading the needle. So tonight's quote I want to start with is, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 P's. The 5 P's. I want to thread the needle from last week and review some of the dates. Wave 2 of, we're in the YBY group. Wave 2 for the 21-day fix starts January 26th. So we are assuming those of you who want to be a part of that wave of a 21-day fix that we would all be inviting now. Wave 3 of the 21-day fix starts February 16th. And then we talked last week about mini waves with a mini 3-day refresh. So those would start February 1st and then March 1st. We have, but actually before I go on, I'd like to ask for some interaction for the coaches who are on this call. How is the YBY going? Emily, go.
I had to unmute. I think it's going really well. I am seriously inspired by a lot of the people that are getting on there. I know I've been trying to make sure all of my people are posting in the group and doing kind of what they're supposed to be a part of the group. But I think it's been going really well thus far, don't you?
I do. I think it's awesome. Embers, what do you think?
So I think it's going really well as well. I appreciate the large group, actually, because I've run some small groups in the past that have been kind of duds. And so I appreciate the energy, and I feel like my people are participating more. And there's been one person who hasn't been participating, and I've been private messaging her and checking in. But I think the energy is amazing, and I think it's fantastic.
Heather?
Sorry, I had to unmute. Well, the one that I have does not do social media at all, does not feel comfortable, but I check in daily. And then the other one just kind of fell off the wayside. Just been giving excuses left and right why he's not starting. So I just keep trying to encourage him to get on board.
Yeah, it's never a no. It's just not right now. But that's good. So, yeah, Amira.
I love it. I mean, one of my main coaches, same as Heather's coach, she doesn't do social media. But, I mean, I send her Snapchats and pics of the YBU group, and that's how I keep her in the loop. So, and she's in Texas, so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been going really well, and I think all of us coaches who are involved in it I think we've done a really good job, if I do say so myself, of keeping in contact, and I think it's always really important to keep a vibe on the group, and I think that we're all really good at that, and I feel like every coach has been keeping track of their own people, and I think it's been going really well. You know, of course, the real testament is 30 days down the road when we have another 30 days, right? Yeah. So, but I think we're prepared. So we'll handle that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay. So good. So, okay. So dates, more dates. We have upcoming coach training groups. These are the 4 quarters of the Diamond Mind Group. The first quarter started today. We have Emily and Embers in it, and Heather. Actually, everyone on this call is in one of our new coaching groups. Amira is in the new Coach to Emerald group. And so that started today for the qualification to Diamond to be February 11th. The second quarter of the Diamond Mind Group starts April 6th. So if you missed this first quarter. The next quarter of Diamond Mine starts April 6th with qualification being May 13th. The third quarter of the Diamond Mine Group starts July 20th with qualification being August 19th. And the fourth quarter starts...
Hold on. Wait. So April 6th is the second wave of the Diamond Mine with the goal of becoming Diamond by May 13th, right?
Right. Every quarter, it's a 30-day qualification. The whole goal of the Diamond Mine Group is that you are qualifying, you're qualified for Diamond at the end of the 30 days. You're ready to go. That's the goal. That's how the training is built.
The second one, the next wave, it's really the third wave, is July what?
20th.
Okay. And the qualification that they're going for on that one is what?
August 19th.
Okay. Got it.
And then the fourth quarter, for all you Ducks fans, you appreciate that, Emily? I'm reaching for your heart with that, Emily. Okay, fourth quarter is October 5th is the start date, with the qualification being November 18th. So I think there's two really important things about those dates of the Diamond Mine is that Ellen and I have paired with CJ McDonald and Sally Garcia to create a year of Diamond Mine qualification groups. And that it's important for those of you who are in it now, who are going to be diamonds. Now you know, as you reach towards your BHAGs and those goals that you have of being a 1-star or 2-star, whatever your goal is by the end of the year, that you can impart these dates on your team and those coaches that you have your eye on that are going to be ready for those second, third, and fourth waves. You know, the planning of the year and how that goes. Does anybody have any questions about the Diamond Mine Group and those things? The qualification to be in the Diamond Mine Group is you must be Emerald.
It's a little timid right now for me. And I've been chatting a little bit with Ellen on this. So,
Heather, I'm going to jump in. It's funny because I was going to say something. I was going to actually say that Heather was feeling a little daunted. Is that the right word? By already day one. And like messaged me and she's like, how do you even get to Diamond? So I think I'm going to talk with CJ a little bit too and get, like, it should start there. The definition of what is a diamond. We can't presume people coming into the Diamond Mine even know what that is. They might have just turned emerald, like Heather. You know, they might have just become emerald. So we need to kind of slow down. And Heather, I don't know how this will make you feel, but I'm intimidated as a leader by that group as well, just from the overwhelming amount of leader. Like CJ's amazing. Like her skill set and gift set is so different than mine. It's so incredible. I feel like she's kind of more like an Embers in her like ability to do. Even when she had you guys edit the document to add your name and address, I was like, whoa, how'd she do that? You know. So her skill set is different. Her leadership is different than mine. It's different than Fuji's. It's different than what you guys are used to, and that is a really good thing. And it struck me as intimidating as well, so I can imagine how it might feel for you who are a brand new coach, and you're like, wait, what is a diamond? You know? And what is a BHAG? Except you probably made that call because you've been on every single call, Heather. But I just wanted to say, and actually, Fuji, you're going to touch on this later, right? Okay, then I'll pause there and I want to just, Heather, honor what you just said and tell you that I'm even in a similar boat myself, but still do it. Still do it and set crazy, crazy, crazy goals, even if they feel out of reach. You know, when I was a young athlete, I wanted to be in the Olympics I wanted to be on the women's basketball team as an Olympian. Like I had some crazy goals, and a lot of my crazy goals I didn't reach, but in the striving for them, I became something else that I love. So don't hold back on your BHAGs.
I'm not, and I actually messaged her right before our call, and I feel a little bit more at ease. And I think more for me is my whole thing is totally different, as you know. It's not the money thing for me. And so that kind of is what kind of threw me off, because everybody was posting their stuff. So she reassured me, and it felt good, and I'm going to chat with her tomorrow on our little personal call. So I'm feeling a little bit better.
Great. That's great. Okay, I didn't mean to take over. Go back. Go ahead, Fuji. I think you're going to touch on that later.
No, I am going to touch on it, but just to close that out, I think it's really important. I think it's important to know how to get to the end where you want to go, but I also think it's important to know that, like, you're not going to know every step, no matter what. And so you just got to know that this is something you want, and you're got to trust the people that you're around, that they're going to help you along the way. And you got to trust the process. And I really believe that as long as you love the process, which clearly you do, you love the process of being a Beachbody coach, that the result will come. It will come.
I agree.
So moving along, the next date is the sneak peek. It's January 19th, and Ellen and I have created that group. We are going to clean up that group and get it ready for you to add people into by this Wednesday. And along the sneak peek, we've asked all of our coaches who want to be involved in that a minimum of 25 invites. Minimum of 25 invites. And so along the line of the invite, maybe some of you have never invited to a sneak peek. I decided I'm going to read you my invite. Are you ready? Okay, it's going to be really quick. So of course I always curtail it, whoever it is, like I personalize it in the beginning, I reach out to them and make it personal. And then the gist of it says this: I want to invite you to a quote sneak peek group for what Beachbody coaching is all about. From what I've seen, I think you would make a fantastic Beachbody coach. We help people through Beachbody in one of three different ways: fitness, health, and accountability. It's an awesome company that allows us as coaches a huge platform to help people reach their goals. The sneak peek is 5 days long. It's a private Facebook group that you don't have to do anything in. You can be a fly on the wall, or it's an opportunity for you to ask questions. After the sneak peek, we can chat and see if Beachbody coaching is a good fit for you. Let me know if I can add you. I've sent this out to probably 35 people in the last 24 hours. Copy, paste. And I've gotten back 7 yeses. Add me. And a lot of the people are like, oh my God, thank you so much for thinking of me. They're flattered, which is shocking to me. This is the first time I've formally invited this way, and it's definitely worked. Does anybody else do it that way? Emily, how do you invite?
I do like exactly the same thing, and I was really surprised. Last time it was like almost everyone that I talked to about it was like, oh yeah, like sure. So I had like 5 or 6 people in the last one, and every single person was somebody that it was just the same sort of thing. So I was really surprised.
I know, me too. Me too. So good. So, and along the lines of the sneak peek and inviting people, Ellen and I are asking, and I know CJ's doing this too, but we're asking all of our team to make a video, and we realize some of you have done this 1 or 2 times probably, but we're asking all of you to make a video of why you became a Beachbody coach that's 3 to 5 minutes long. We're trying to create a sneak peek library so that we can go into, and based on what that current sneak peek looks like, we can use the appropriate videos.
Time out. I haven't asked anyone yet other than Heather. Have you asked your team yet?
No, I'm going to after this call.
And Emily, don't make another video. Your video is like, dude, it's an A+.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, yours is perfect. I want to redo mine. It's long, but yeah, Fuji and I are going to be asking that. Okay, go.
Okay. On the lines of So we're urging you, Embers, to not say to instead of saying I love you so much, Embers. Instead of saying maybe just take a moment of silence and gather your thoughts. And while you're gathering your thoughts, look directly into the camera instead of down.
You guys need to smile when you make your videos.
And smile because you love what you're doing. Don't look like someone is really behind you holding a gun to your head. Okay. And maybe comb your hair. I don't know. I'm just saying you might want to comb your hair. I mean, Ellen can pull off the non-combed, non-washed do really well. So I don't know. It's personal look. It's personal look. But anyway, make a couple edits. You know, making a video is hard. It's hard. So we are asking you guys to make videos. Ellen, stop. And oh, you're making me say Then you can send them through Facebook message to us, however you get them, so that we can upload them to our YouTube channels. Okay, so moving on. So that's a lot of information, and we realize that we're giving our teams a lot right now. And it's the new year. We've done the YBY group. We've done 2 new coaching groups. We're doing a sneak peek. I mean, there's a lot happening in our groups right now. But we as leaders feel that we really needed to provide a good platform for where we want our teams to go over the next year. And Ellen and I have partnered with CJ McDonald and Sally Garcia, who are amazing leaders. And along with that partnership has come in Keyshawn Graves to both of these new coaching groups. And I don't expect her to be a normal presence, but in this particular round, she is. And for those of you who don't know who Keyshawn Graves is the Western Regional Sales Manager for 2-star diamonds and above for corporate Beachbody. And she is going to be in the current Diamond Mind group and the new coaching group. Maybe a fly on the wall, maybe giving advice. But the point is that the quality and the expectation is high. It's really high. With the Keyshawn Graves in these groups, CJ just said it to us the other night, we just went from under the radar to like, whoop, whoop, team play hard, team inspired fitness, like the radar's on. And so as members in that group representing Team Play Hard and Team Inspired Fitness, we don't be quiet, engage. If you guys have committed to do this group, commit and be engaged and be accountable. And if you can't do the homework right away, just let the group leader know, hey, I see the homework, just communicate, because they understand that we all have lives. Don't not communicate, even if you can't get your homework done on time. The communication aspect is really key. See, Embers? So, and then organize. So we talked a lot about organization with our teams individually. And with all these new things, I know I'm feeling, and some of the coaches on Ellen's team, overwhelmed. And how do I organize all these things? Like one of my coaches, Susie, just boxed me the other night, and she's like, my Facebook notifications are blowing up, and I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. And she says to me, so this is what I know, and I know this, and if there's something I missed, can you tell me? So I think that's great. She knows that she's being overwhelmed with all these notifications, and she's just reaching out for some help. We don't expect you guys to be able to keep up with everything necessarily. Just to communicate what you're having trouble with is half the battle. For example, when one of your leaders posts in your team page and they ask you a question, if you guys don't respond to that question, we think you're not paying attention and you kind of fall off of our radar. So even if you can't get to it right away, or if it's not something for you, maybe just say, hey, thanks, I saw it. Just respond. That engagement is crucial, 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 crucial. So we all communicate differently, and I go back to the power hour. I know a lot of my coaches right now are feeling like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to make all of this happen. So I go back to what are the non-negotiables? What do you want to accomplish right now? Are you very committed to the YBY group? Are you committed to putting people in the sneak peek? Are you in a coach training group? And what needs to happen every single day? And get down and write it out and make a list. You don't have to do everything. You don't. I mean, Ellen and I have put a lot out on the table for our teams. You don't have to do it all. Pick one or pick 2 things that you're going to kill and kill it. Don't try to do everything if you're not ready to do everything. We don't expect that. We really don't. I don't. I know Ellen doesn't. But it's our job as leaders to provide the base and to plan the year so that we can have the most successful teams as possible. Otherwise, we're just, we could give you guys one of those, like those dancing people out in the corners, and they dance around with their little signs. and they're bebopping to music. Like, we could do that as Beachbody coaches, and we could hope that people join our groups, and we could hope that we rank advance, but we don't want to hope. We want to give you guys the tools that allow you to do what you decide you want to do. And the last thing I'm going to leave this call with is this, that before you start anything, learn how to finish it. I would say if you keep that one thought in your head while you're trying to manage your time, think, if I'm going to start this, am I going to be able to finish it? And if the answer is no, then don't start it. It's like painting a room, and you get done and you're painting and you're done the whole room, the walls and the ceiling and everything's done, except now you're backed up into a corner in this little white spot and the floor is wet and you can't get out of the room. That's what it's like. If you don't know how you're going to finish the project or finish the group or, finish the challenge group, finish the assignment, don't start it. Have a plan, make a list. Ellen?
Yes, that was awesome. That was so great. I don't have really anything to add. As far as time management goes, I would say also those of you guys that struggle, and I know so many of us do. I mean, Fuji and I were just talking today. We don't have the luxury of being stay-at-home moms that get to work Beachbody full-time. We just don't. And so we're very busy. We're very, 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 very busy. So it takes an incredible amount of strategy and forethought of when am I going to work and what are the most important things I can do for my business that aren't just busy work. It's not just busy work. And what are some pitfalls I can avoid? At one point, a couple years ago, a year ago, I was like, I got to get off my live feed. I got to stop scrolling the live feed because I can waste, not that Facebook and engaging on Facebook isn't critical to my business, because it is my business, but you can get lost. And so everything needs to be strategic. And how could I have an hour? I have half an hour. I have 15 minutes. What's the most important thing I can do on Facebook in this 15 minutes? And it's not going to be scrolling the live feed. It's who can I reach out to and privately message? Who can I post on their timeline to make them feel like they're special to me today and I noticed them, that kind of thing. And then I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video that Holly Heierman did on time management where she posts a calendar. I thought it was excellent. So not only of the microcosm is our to-do list. This was my to-do list today. See it? It's craziness. I know. That was my to-do list today. It's not all checked off yet either. And
can you put that to-do list in an Excel sheet for her?
I know, really, right? But like, there's also that's on my Google Calendar too. It's on my Google Calendar, but I also handwrite it every night. I handwrite out what I need to do the next day, and I put a star next to what absolutely must be done. Going grocery shopping was on my list today. That could have waited. We could have starved tonight. No, I'm just kidding. That could have waited and rolled to the next day. So I always have my list, and then also. The macrocosm is the week. I have to teach these classes. I have to put this amount of management work in to keep my day job. I've got to do payroll on this date and this date every month. These are non-negotiable. I go to church on Sunday mornings. I've got this with my kids. There's non-negotiable things that cannot budge to keep my day job, to keep my life rolling. And then so how do I fit Beachbody and my goals for Beachbody into that? What windows of time do I have? Then within those windows, what are the most important things that I do? But Fuji was saying to take you don't have to be great at everything. And you don't have to have the same skill set as me or CJ or Fuji or Embers or Heather. Your skill set is your own. It's your own unique skill set. So,
hey, that's what I wanted to touch on. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go.
Ellen and I, we partnered with CJ and Sally, and they have these amazing talents that Embers, you probably have these, and they make these amazing technology, I can't even say the word. I mean, it's crazy what they do, and Ellen and I were like, oh my God, we couldn't do that. We could not do that part of the business. Mm-hmm. But what we do maybe they don't do very well. And I think that as new coaches look up to us and they look up to you and they think, oh my God, how am I ever going to be like that? Well, you're not. You're going to be your own version of you, and you're going to figure out how to manage your own time, because your time and your gifts and what you're capable of and where you excel in are different than where I do and Ellen does. And, you know, I found myself looking up at CJ thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to be like that. And that's true. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean I'm not going to get to my goal. And Amira looks at me and she's like, that's crazy. I am never going to be able to manage my time the way you do. But that doesn't mean that she's not going to learn how to manage her time the way she needs to learn it. So I just implore the new coaches, and it goes back to what Heather started off with earlier. Even though you don't know how you're going to do it, trust yourself to know that you're going to figure it out along the way. You got to trust the process, and you have to trust yourself that you're a smart person, and you're going to learn how to swing from the tree and land on the ground.
Ooh, totally. I was going to say something. I was going to piggyback off that. I had a good point. What was it? Well, one thing I was going to say, and it wasn't what I had a couple of things. When Fuji said to pick one or two things, all of you should pick the sneak peek. Why not? Everyone wants to grow their team. The sneak peek is that's a no-brainer. It's not much work. It's like, well, it's 1 hour or two of work when you invite your 25 people. That's going to be work. But then it's 5 days of Fuji and I taking care of your business prospects for you, and you checking in and, you know, checking in the group. So absolutely, that is absolutely January 19th, tomorrow, you guys. I haven't done it yet. She did. I haven't done my invites yet. Tomorrow, spend an hour, spend 30 minutes, spend 2 hours, but do your 25 invites. If you haven't made a video of 3 minutes, make one if you can, because we might use it for our sneak peek. I had something else to say about our different talents. Any comments, any questions? Because maybe it'll jog my memory on this topic.
If anybody needs some reminders or you need the dates again, don't hesitate to Facebook me or box me.
Can I ask a question? So are we going to be doing monthly new coach training?
That's a great question.
We believe so. We're trying to make turnkey ready trainings for our teams. And we think we've partnered really well with Sally and CJ, in part because they are so different and have such different gifts than us. And so they have similar BHAGs than Fuji and I. So
if it's not monthly, it would be like every 6 weeks type of thing.
I just feel like if we're going to be inviting that many people to the sneak peek,
correct,
we're going to have new coaches. And
right.
So
the other feedback we were given, from Sally is that Holly's new coach training has completely stepped up. That it's incredibly good at this point. And actually, that's the curriculum that Sally's going to use. So if nothing else, we have the fallback of the Team Fit Finances new coach training.
okay.
Sally says it's just revolutionized and become something incredible. And it's not the 60-day Coach Basics, and it's not the old new coach training that she had, but she does charge $10 for it.
Okay.
And Embers, when you're a diamond,
On February 11th.
You can do the new coach training.
Yay!
It's just sitting here. Here you go.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Heather, are you still there?
Doesn't sound like it.
All right, so go Ducks.
Yeah.
Football is awesome.
Go Ducks, lots of basketballs. I mean, touchdowns.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Fuji, that was outstanding. Thank you for breaking all of that down.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye.
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 Peace out.